Sterilisation was perhaps the single biggest medical innovation of the past 100 years. The pioneering work of Joseph Lister transformed medicine and laid the groundwork for modern practice. Today, sterile instruments remain the most critical component in safe, effective medical procedures. Westfield Medical is proud to provide high-quality, cost-effective sterile packaging for use in healthcare and medical industries, helping our clients to deliver their products safe, sterile and ready for use.
Westfield Medical is one of a few global companies which is dedicated to producing sterile barrier products. We produce packaging that enables medical devices to be processed, sterilised and then safely stored, ready for use when the surgeons require them.
The primary purpose of our product is to protect the device during distribution. It's to maintain the sterility of the device and allow aseptic presentation without any risk of contamination.
The company was founded in 1968. We worked with a UK paper mill to develop the sterile barrier system in paper. Fundamentally what that means is that the paper is produced in such a way that the structure allows the paper to breathe, which is fundamental to many sterilisation processes. But then what it does is it traps microbes and pathogens, which would then compromise the sterility of the packaged product.
Westfield Medical offer a comprehensive range of packaging approaches for both the medical and industrial sectors. We provide pouches, reels, bags and wraps in all sizes with a selection of printing options. We've been manufacturing sterile packaging for nearly 50 years and have built our reputation for delivering consistent high quality. Westfield Medical don't just sell packaging. We give your customers the confidence that our sterile packaging is pristine and ready to be used.
We realised there was a need for Humipak by talking to customers who were telling us that sometimes they found instruments difficult to clean after a prolonged period. This was taken on board and we then looked at how we may be able to adapt our existing products to try and improve that situation.
Westfield Medical's introduction of their Humipak product has been developed to maintain a moist atmosphere in which post-operative medical instruments can be contained, preventing the drying of biocontamination on the instruments. Its construction includes a highly absorbent layer sealed between two layers of medical film, also a self-sealing fold-over flap enabling easy and effective closure. The absorbent layer also ensures that fluids are retained in the pouch and that no contaminated liquid can run out when opened.
Humipak has helped to improve the standard within the department because our staff actually find it much easier to remove any debris in the wash area prior to putting the trays into the automated washers. It's also meant that there are fewer instruments reaching the clean area that have to be returned for re-washing because the debris falls off the instruments much more easily.
Humipak is a pouch that's designed for placing instruments in after they've been used for surgery. With a small amount of water, this pouch can then be sealed and it will maintain a humid environment to help the removal of proteins from those instruments. With residual proteins and prions, which are responsible for neurodegenerative diseases, are very difficult to remove. They are also far more difficult to remove if they're allowed to dry onto those instruments.
The removal of proteins and prions from instruments is more effective if the instrument has been held in moist conditions. Allowing them to dry fully onto a surface results in removal being more difficult. Humipak's humid environment allows better penetration into the hard-to-reach areas that sprays or gels cannot penetrate. This reduces or eliminates the need for pre-sprays, which offers cost-effective and easier decontamination protocols.
In terms of sterilisation, working practices have changed enormously. They've become a lot more strict. We have sets of standards and guidelines that we have to work towards, and this has meant huge changes in the way that we practice in the department.
According to World Health Organization, healthcare-associated infections are directly attributing to 37,000 deaths in Europe. These healthcare-associated infections, they are also associated to 6 to 7 billion euros additional cost and 16,000 extra days in hospital care. All these figures, they tell the severity and importance on preventing infections.
With its innovative technologies, sterile packaging solutions, customer focus and commitment to research and development, Westfield Medical is well positioned to thrive as one of the most respected suppliers in the medical packaging industry.
Our products have to comply with the international standards, which are ISO 11607 and the EN 868 range of standards that set out the requirements for both the materials and the design of the sterile barrier packaging that we produce. We feel that it fits with our approach in terms of sterilisation, because to effectively sterilise an instrument, it has to be effectively cleaned. So by introducing a product to assist with the cleaning, in effect we also assist with the sterilisation.
Our products, they play a role, it's a significant role on preventing infections and leading, of course, then to improved patient safety.
The medical device industry is going to continue to become more complex. Therefore, we want to be there as a partner to those companies where we can look after the sterile barrier side of the solution. We want to be able to work with them, advise them as necessary, and develop the sterile barrier systems to protect the products that they are designing.
New materials and techniques will certainly change the way the products are designed in the future. With new materials, then we also need to consider the effects of sterilisation processes. All of those things mean that the need for the packaging design to be able to adapt and be suited to those techniques means that we will always be looking for new advances in those with new materials or new packaging design.